Welcome to the video. My name is Billy Price. I'm based out of St. Louis, Missouri, and I run a couch flipping operation in a small town a little bit outside of St. Louis in Pacific, Missouri. And we sell around 25 to 35 couches every month, which brings in just over 20K per month every single month. And here are my numbers here. I'm a complete open book. I just wanted to show you guys that so you know I'm not talking out of my ass. But in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down why investing into some sort of mentorship or coaching is so important. And the first reason I have down is that it just forces you to take things seriously. And I don't believe that up until your money is on the line, will you ever take something truly seriously. And the reason I say that is because you can watch all of the YouTube videos online, and there's so much information out there, and you have the opportunity to educate yourself via so many different YouTube channels and people who post content out there. But up until your money is on the line, will you actually implement that information and make a change in your life? And I really, truly believe that. And it really helps you to take things serious. So up until your money is on the line, will you ever actually take it serious? And this is with all mentorships, all coaching, not just couch flipping itself. But for an example, I've invested into fitness coaching before. And up until I put my money up on to that coach, did I really ever start dialing things in? Because it's like, if you don't have your money into something and you make a mistake, it's like, whatever, I can just eat this ice cream. It's whatever. It's fine, right? But when you have your money into something, you really want to start taking things seriously because your money's on the line. So you need to get a result. Because if you don't get a result within that time period of you investing into this coach, then you effectively lost your money. You didn't make the most out of it. So I really don't believe as men we cannot invest and take something seriously until we invest into it and have our money on the line. The second thing is that it keeps you accountable. And the reason I say this is because you'll have someone checking in with you every day. For an example, even with my couch flipping mentor that I hired, he was checking in with me on a weekly basis. And same thing with my fitness coach, checking in with me, keeping me accountable. So I will feel the pressure if I make a mistake. I will feel the pressure if I'm not working. I'll feel the pressure if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is super important because for any program, if you have any decent coach, they'll set you weekly targets. And if you don't hit those weekly targets at the end of the week, you're going to have some sort of, you're going to have to make up some sort of excuse. And you feel that pressure. Oh, shoot, I have to hit these weekly targets. I have to do these things. I have to be working. Because it's embarrassing when you tell someone, yeah, I just couldn't get around to it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I ate this bullshit. It's embarrassing to tell someone that. So it really keeps you accountable and forces you to do something. Because otherwise, you're going to have to tell someone and make up a reason why you didn't do it. And you're going to have to tell your coach why you didn't do it. Or just alone telling them that you didn't do X task. It's just embarrassing. So it really does keep you accountable. And I found, especially with my fitness coaching, that this was really helpful. It really kept me accountable. It really did. So the third thing I want to talk about is that you're talking to someone on a daily basis who usually has what you want and is usually living the life that you want, or in some way you look up to them and they have some sort of aspect of their life that you want. And when you're talking to someone on a daily basis who is living that life, it becomes real to you because you're hopping on calls with them, you're texting them, he's sending you voice memos. You're interacting with someone who has what you want, so it increases your belief of actually getting it. Whereas if you never talk to anyone who already achieved your goal, then it's hard to believe it's even possible. If you're not around that at all, it's hard to believe that it's even possible. So, investing into some sort of mentorship or coaching program increases your belief 100%, because it's like as soon as you start talking to that person on a daily basis or a weekly basis, eventually it becomes like, oh yeah, this is a no brainer. I know I can do this because I'm seeing someone, I'm interacting with someone, I'm talking to someone who's already done it. Of course I can do this. Whereas if you're working solo, you're working alone, doubts can very easily creep in. And once doubts start to creep in, then it's like, why am I even doing this? I'm just going to, shut this down altogether and stop pursuing it. So it really does increases your belief. Moving on to the next one, which is education and the gain you actually get from the coach or mentor. And I actually believe this is like the least valuable thing you get from hiring a mentor. I believe mental the mental like game you get, and also the everything above that I just mentioned, the accountability, and then it forces you to take things seriously. I think those three things are all so much more powerful than just the game and the education you get, because you can find the game, you can find the education on YouTube videos. I think the whole point of coaching and mentorship is that you're like one on one with someone. You're actually implementing the things they tell you to implement. You're actually implementing the education that they preach, because your money's on the line once again, right? They're keeping you accountable, they're checking in with you. I think that's the more powerful part. But however, the education and the game you get, especially like a one-on-one call, you can watch their YouTube videos. Maybe you look up to someone in the couch flipping industry, maybe you watch their videos, or maybe it's the fitness industry for you and you watch their videos and you're taking notes and you're getting game and education from those videos. But up until like you're on a one-on-one call with them, or maybe you even meet them in person, the game just hits different, because you're one paying attention way more because you're on a one-on-one call. You're paying attention way more, you're listening, and you're actually figuring out how you can implement it into your own business, into your own life, into your own couch flipping side hustle. So it's just different. It's just 100% different. But like I said, I don't think this is very it's like it's almost just like a bonus. Yeah, you get the education part, you get the game that they tell you, and you also get like personalized game for your particular situation. Whereas if you watch their YouTube videos, they're just YouTube videos for the general public at the end of the day. But when you're talking to them one on one, they truly give you that personalized feedback for your particular situation. And this goes again, guys, for fitness coaching, business mentorship, one-on-one coaching, couch flipping coaching, everything. So yeah, so you will still learn a lot from someone who's a couple of steps ahead of you. So that is the education aspect, and it definitely, I said it was like the least powerful thing. However, it definitely is still a very big bonus to investing into coaching. And if you guys don't know, I spent over $4,500 on couch flipping coaching in particular, and general business mentorship I spent over 10K on. So I'm experienced when it comes to attending these type of programs, and this is genuinely what I got for them. And every single dollar that I've invested into mentorship, I have never ever regretted it. And there's been some programs that I've invested into where I don't think I really got the fair amount of game compared to the money I paid for it. However, I still don't regret it, because I still I still got some sort of value and I still got something that shifted in my head and that shifted my thought process, shifted my mental models. So I really, truly do not regret any dollar that I've invested into mentorship or coaching. And with all that being said, if you are looking to start couch flipping and make a couple extra grand per month, or looking to scale a couch flipping operation, then check the link in the description and book a call with me, and we'll see if you're a good fit for my one on one coaching.